After 6 months as acting FEMA chief, David Richardson now stepping down. Agency officials offered no comment on the reason he's leaving, although he's come under fire for his handling of the response to that terrible flooding in Texas back in July. Now, there is also word that FEMA may be moving its headquarters to Texas. NewsNation's Hannah Brandt is on the story, joins us live from the current headquarters. It's in Washington. All right, Hannah, what do we know about this potential move?
Well, Connell, there's a lot of upheaval at FEMA right now, with potentially more on the way. I'm standing outside of the current headquarters here in Washington, D.C. right now. But as you said, there's reports that FEMA is considering making a big move down south to Texas. That's according to Politico, which says sources tell them that the move would be made to accommodate Nim Kid. I want to be careful about that. That's a leader who runs the Texas State Emergency Management currently. He's also part of President Trump's FEMA Review Council. Remember, that was a council that the president put together because he really wants to overhaul FEMA entirely. He's even suggested eliminating the agency altogether. Now, as you mentioned, this comes also amid a big shakeup of leadership at FEMA as well. Just yesterday, we saw David Richardson step down after just 6 months in his position at FEMA. He had come under fire recently for his handling of the response to major flooding in Texas. Remember those deadly floods over the summer? Although I should note that Richardson defended his handling of that incident. Listen to what he said at a hearing recently.
You were nowhere near Texas at the critical moments in the search and rescue, and you did not even show your face for more than a week after the flood.
I was in constant communication with the state of Texas, DHS, and the White House, handling the disaster immediately when I found out.
Now, Richardson did tell Nextstar's Vinay Simlot he was not pushed out by the Trump administration, that instead he left for other opportunities. We did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security about this potential move. They obviously oversee FEMA, but they just told us that they are expecting the Review Council to release their final report soon. And so we'll be watching that closely to see if within that is a recommendation for this headquarter change, Connell.
All right, Hannah. Hannah Brandt is live in Washington, where FEMA is currently headquarters.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.